All right.
All right, let's hop into
The market
oil.
review.
Oil.
Oil.
I'm still looking for this to hold.
The black gold.
Still looking for that to hold. Um,
What was the trade level?
so last week we were waiting to break out of this downtrend
Oh yeah.
for this trigger to give.
Yeah.
Still
Got
hasn't
a
given
while.
yet.
Yeah, I
So
mean it could just dump.
yeah, it might trade down into here. Might come down to here, then do that. But I still think if you want to just shift it down, so it'd be like something like that. Trade still remains the same.
You want a backside retest on that upper trend line?
Oh yeah, let me clean it up. Oh, probably like this. Unless it holds over like some consolidation in here.
Hmm.
I think it goes, but and then it would just be this shit. I don't know. I mean, overall, like I think it can go down some, but I don't think it's gonna. Maybe a couple percent. What is that? Is that weekly demand? Oh, monthly.
Looks like it to me. Oh.
Monthly demand. We could even tighten it up. Tighten it up some if we wanted to. Say it's more or less like that probably wants to hold. Since we had this large wick here, drove out of the lows. So yeah, I think. I mean, if it breaks below this trend line, I think it does just come down real quick into here, but probably stays within this channel. It's stayed within this channel for what is this? About 3 months now.
Hmm.
So I see no indication on why it would exit the channel.
Yeah, I don't know. Other than I've seen a lot of people posting like shipping freight charts lately on Twitter. I don't know if you've noticed that. Some of the more like TradFi or like legacy or like macro people, they're posting lots of like, guys, the cost of shipping freight from China to the West Coast, the rates are way down.
I mean, I was making a joke about the cost of gas, but it's actually down quite significantly. Like I actually am like, it doesn't cost me like $100 to fill my car up now, which
We
is
need like the like crude oil, like diesel tanker oil. We need a ticker for that.
oh yeah, chat.
Chat, giving you something to do. Now's your time to look smart. I know you love to do that.
Good night isn't one of them. All right, but yeah, so oil kind of stay within the trend. Might test some type of weekly demand zone down here, but overall, I think all these get ran eventually. It's just such a clean sell off. Natural gas. This thing
Natural
got
gas.
absolutely fucking shit on. Holy hell.
Damn.
About to look like a Bitcoin here soon.
Yeah, it's actually though.
10%. Dude, is it? It's a head and shoulders.
Actually, it is.
I know.
Oh god,
God damn it. It's a
it's
literal.
everywhere.
It is a literal. This is. I've never actually seen a cleaner head and shoulders live on a chart.
Ugh.
That's
I
hysterical.
feel like every time, or ever since we first started making fun of like the Head and Shoulders meme, now it just shows up at every chart we look at.
I mean, I think it's also
Haunted.
that thing like whenever you get a car,
Yeah.
like it's like you've never seen that car before, and then once you get it, like
Mm-hmm.
literally fucking everyone has the same car as you.
Yup. Yeah, that's like a human like psychology or something. Like
Yep.
human behavior related.
Probably deals with human psychology.
One of those things, you know what I mean?
So, I don't know. I think it has a long way to go. My guess would be something like that.
Like point of breakout
Yeah.
down to what,
Underside
like
retest of the
550?
head and shoulders, you know.
Oh yeah, that would be a super clean retest too.
Alternatively, you know, if you start reclaim like building any type of volume around there,
Yeah.
deviation, dude. Deviation. So,
Yeah, if I was a natural gas trader, I would definitely be setting alerts. That's a very
at this
clean
level,
setup. Yeah.
7.5, 7.4. Yeah.
Yep. Shout out to all the natural gas traders in chat.
There's a lot of them. All right. What do we draw here? Oh, so it did come down into this zone. Now it's just a matter of if we're going to bounce or not. I don't think there's any real triggers yet. Let me clean this out.
Looking for a deviation.
It's gonna be it's the same story as oil and natural gas. Like you would want it to bounce here. It's just like the perfect zone to do so. So
Yeah.
maybe like a little bit of volume build up, then go. But it's what we had drawn before. If we end up losing this, trading up, it's gonna roll over.
Definitely.
This looks really bad though.
Well, that's good. That's good for us.
Covium, dude.
Go, go.
Although to be honest, this also does like I think we said this last week or 2 weeks ago. I think there is like a little bit of similarities to like the first like big Bitcoin run up.
Hmm.
And this would be like the like if we started consolidating here, like this is like the 30K. You know what I mean?
Double top.
Yeah, and then just like big bearish dip on like a higher time frame.
Oh yeah. Do you have like a high time frame, just trend line from like way back on this guy? Oh
Yeah,
wow.
remember it
Okay.
was like the cleanest breakout. Like
Oh
this is what
my.
happened with Bitcoin, except Bitcoin just pumped like $1,000 and then dumped the entire thing. This one
Wow.
actually had some follow through and decided to put in almost equal all-time highs. But that's an actual meme level breakout. The
How does
fuck?
this trades like crazy chart?
So yeah, I think same story as natural gas and oil. You'd look for this kind of zone to hold, reclaim, head back into you know, these ranges here. Probably here.
Would you chart any trend lines from like 2021, kind of the is it like the 225 area? Like
225.
yeah, so from sort of like
Fine.
below. Is that like a thing that you would normally do? Something like
It's
this?
already broke down though
Yeah. So
from
like
where
did
I
we
would.
already do like a backside retest on that line?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if you clean it up a little bit, it's probably like this, right? Yeah, the initial bounce. This would be like the underside retest. Now we're rejecting from it.
Yeah, it's pretty bearish.
Yeah, it doesn't look too hot, so
Hmm.
just keep an eye on that one. Not too much to see. All right, the VIX.
Oh yeah, we tested that upper
Oh,
trend line.
dude. Trend lines don't work, man.
Yeah, I mean it was up like 10%, right?
Dude. Yeah. 9.4% was up. So
TA on the VIX, guys.
maybe
Doesn't work.
maybe New York Open we just fucking blow off the goddamn top like this one over here and
Oh, it'd
Bitcoin
be so
shits
bad.
the bed. I know.
Dude, I just like absolute global depression.
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, like, look at this. This
Yeah,
looks
it's
like
real
it's
bad.
about to fucking rip.
Ugh. Yeah, that is scary.
This, this. This is actually a really large one here.
Hmm. Well, I mean, wouldn't you call the what is that sort of like right before 2021? Like, I guess that's the COVID crash.
This?
That could be like you could parabola up into it.
I guess you're right. And then now we're having another one here.
High or low, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's not good. It's not good. So I would just watch, because I think if it starts cracking this trend line, like there's clearly some compression happening. So I think if it does break, it's probably gonna break pretty violently.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess
Just
we're
like the
about to
rest of the
find
market,
out.
right?
Like, what's that?
Just like the rest of the market, though. I mean,
Pretty much.
kind of sitting at a bunch of high time frame supports. So
Hmm. I mean, no, I definitely respect people's opinion that say that you can't really do TA on the VIX, but it'll be really interesting to see how this TA sort of works out like throughout the rest of the year.
well, it's gonna work out because this thing's gonna fucking break. It's gonna run all these stops. It's gonna come up into this wick.
Yeah. And well, in that case, then the S&P is going to hit like some really, really devastating lows.
Oh yeah, I know. The thing
Hold
is,
on to your butts. We're
yeah.
going to see 11K Bitcoin.
What else do we have? Dixie.
Yeah. Yeah. Dixie. The
Let's
most
check out.
bullish chart
Let me see the
I
U.S.
think that we're
10-year
going to be
really
looking
quick.
at.
Oh fuck, dude.
uh,
Just chatted.
balls deep in bonds.
So last week we basically just made an entirely new leg up. Nice. It's definitely what we want to see, guys. Definitely what we want to see. This
Yep.
trend is fucking ridiculous, dude.
Made of iron.
Holy shit. Dude, it's actually so bullshit. Like this is why can't Bitcoin have this TWAP? You know what I'm saying? Like just
Oh
TWAP
yeah.
Bitcoin like this, please. Has
I'm
Bitcoin
sure
ever
that's
traded with this type of fucking trend line? Like I don't even think in a bull market this shit happens. Like this is so unbelievably clean. Can't even fucking make it up.
yeah. Uh, well, I don't think people are trading. Well, I could be wrong, but I was going to say I don't think people are trading, the 10-year on 100x leverage.
I would.
Maybe they are. Like it's just takes a few steps to get there.
Don't you have to be like an institution to do stuff like that?
I mean, you can get
Oh my
like there's
god.
levered
Holy
ETFs that hold
shit.
bonds.
That's in 1 month? I completely I underestimated the actual magnitude this is up.
Yeah.
50% in a month, like a month and a half?
Well, if you go back to March, at the March low, and then take it to the
Oh my god. Dude.
uh-huh.
Holy shit. People made so much fucking money on this. This is better than altcoins. This is literally better than some altcoins.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people are like, well, I'm sure there are people that day trade the 10-year, but
No, dude, if you just bought the lows,
like
just
the
chill.
swing.
God damn,
Well, I
man.
mean, this is like the yield, right? Like, I don't really know exactly how it would play out
How it trades.
in price and like execution and stuff. But I mean, I think what would be more interesting is to like look up a levered 10-year ETF. Let me see if I can find a
Holy
ticker.
shit. Dixie's 114.5. Bro, we're actually going to see 120 Dixie.
Okay, I think I found one. It's funny. Like I googled it and there was like a bunch of bear, like the 3x short ones. So you can pull up TYD. See if that has anything.
Yeah, the good liquidity. Holy shit,
Uh,
this is terrible liquidity. This is down only. What the hell?
huh.
All right, but I think we have a red alert on Dixie right now,
Yeah. Let's pull up Dixie.
dude. This if this isn't a blow off top for a cool off, I don't even know, man. Fucking
Uh,
1.3% on the hourly. Holy hell.
yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it on like the 3-day chart, and it's just solid green.
Yeah, my favorite is the weekly.
Oh my god.
This is fucking crazy. I mean, it surpassed R113. Like,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
doesn't look like it's going to be stopping anytime soon.
When did you first call for 113? That was like 2 months ago, right?
That was our first during the
Very
first
first
review.
market review.
Um,
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you've been calling for 113 for a long time. Um,
but I didn't. I mean, I think these highs just get taken now.
oh, the 122 ish area.
Yeah,
Oof,
120.
that would
Weekly,
not be
like
good.
weekly divs aren't even like bear divs. Don't it doesn't even matter. There's barely pullbacks. There's no pullbacks. I guess that shit
Yeah,
just doesn't matter whenever it's up only market.
yeah. The strength is pretty much unstoppable at this point.
Right, let's try and actually grab some possible like hard levels. It's been almost impossible to time, to time the top of this though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe 116.8. If we want to clean
Yeah,
up this,
yeah. Ronnie
make it
said
like
116.
that. Maybe is the best guess on where you'd see some type of distribution top. But this is fucking bonkers.
Yeah, it's not good.
Let me see. Yeah, so if you take this, what's the yearly look like?
It's still going right now.
Did not have a yearly chart. Do I have to do months and then 12 months?
Yeah, you can do quarterly.
Yeah, so that'd actually align pretty nicely.
Mm.
So it would be 116.3. Just like trade into the top of this wick. I mean, that's really clean, yeah. It's what it's gonna be. Because you had this level here,
Mm-hmm.
this order block. And now you have this one up here. These is just simply range play. Like after we broke above this, the next range would be, right here. So that's kind of your
What concerns me here is that, sure, we might test, 116. But the problem is like if we get acceptance up there and that just becomes like the new just like level that we're trading at for a while.
you're saying if it just kind of like it's gonna take a while to probably distribute
Mm-hmm.
um to distribute this sizable move. I mean, how long did it take to distribute back here on this previous levels?
Like 6 months.
Fuck.
Oh wow, almost 2 years.
Almost fucking like a year and a half,
Uh-huh.
bro. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know what you mean, the concern, because like it's tough to believe that any type of like bullish market occurs at the top, like while Dixie's still up here. Like even if it is dumping, like during these times, you're probably just getting like small pumps on risk on assets, right? Generally speaking, I don't think you're having like risk on asset bull markets whenever the value of Dixie's this high.
Yeah, I mean you can see that what the peak of that high was what 2001.
Yeah.
So that kind of lines up nicely with the tech bubble around that time.
Mm. Yeah, this is it's actually pretty unbelievable. And then where would we even
What's it? I'm trying to think of a really good stock to add to this chart, like a tech stock that we could add. Maybe Apple.
micro strategy?
That chart is amazing. It is the like
Let's see.
actually down like 99% in the during the tech yeah. There it is.
What is
Yeah.
it?
Went down 99% in what? The late 90s?
Did we what is it that we have to do to fix the scaling again?
Oh, it depends on how you added it.
Is it a little
Just
plus sign?
yeah, delete it. Yeah, and then I would do compare and then put it
This?
on like percentages or something. Yeah.
Oh, same
Same
person.
percent scale. Wow, does it just I think it's because it's like too volatile. You need to use like an apple or something. Even that, okay. Never mind.
Dude.
Hmm.
See, that may have been like a very large stop run or something. Because
What on Dixie?
we're getting a pretty sizable pullback on the candle already. But
Interesting.
that's a fucking crazy ass candle.
Yeah, what is it? There's actually like a name for that. Like the two candles, equal high wicks on the hourly, um,
It's
like
called
flat
bad
tops with,
for bulls.
yeah.
um,
Yeah, I mean, I can't
so,
think of it right now.
so yeah, I mean, essentially what we're looking for here is some type of distributed top come into 116 to 118.7. So I mean, until then, like it's probably just gonna be more fucking, some more of this bullshit, and then you might get your distribution top. But this looks really good still. And whenever you have outside factors directly affecting a market, like world economic effects within a market, it's really tough to effectively call tops and bottoms. It probably needs to be timed with more news events than technical analysis.
Yeah, time with live streams from JPal.
Yeah, so that's really it for Dixie. This is fucking crazy to see though. We're watching history, boys, live.
Just
So
the
I'm just,
wrong kind.
yeah, the one that we don't want to see because we're not long this shitcoin. All right, so
World's best shitcoin.
setting an alert and see what I think this might come sooner than later, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, how many? It's like not even like if you just like fractaled out like the past run up,
Yeah, I guess we could use this one right here, right?
that's not even really not that
Just as a
much
leg. Yeah, dude, I mean, we're there by
in
next week.
October. Jesus, that's that's nuts. That is a very scary fractal.
Yeah, so I don't know. Probably not a good idea to try and call tops on it, but this is the zone that we're looking for.
All right, let's go
So
to
on the
ES
ES, yeah.
or Nasdaq.
So we traded down into, I think there's an H4 order block. Um, yep. So on the initial drive out of the low on ES, there's this H4 order block that formed, and I believe 366125. I think what we did is the low is 366. Yeah, so this candle right here ran that H4 low, and we kind of drove out of the demand, but
You think it holds?
I do not. I think that definitely gets swept. It probably gets swept early this upcoming week.
Hmm.
And something I've been also thinking about is everyone's been posting about how Bitcoin as well as ES, it's like September's a red month. And I
And not
do,
October.
no, I do believe that we still get a large stop run to the upside in October.
Hmm.
But I think this would coincide with ending September red, right? Because like what we're looking for is September to be red. Like the likelihood of it closing red is significantly higher than it not closing red.
Pull up the monthly real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Just want to see where we're at. Hmm.
it looks
Well,
so bad.
yeah, that's not good.
Now we're having trouble getting above this order block. You see this?
Yep. So down we go to the next order block, huh?
33.5, 33.50. That'd be really bad. I mean, I think that eventually comes anyways. Um, dude, it would have to, right? Like now at this point,
Yeah, I think
it's a really good really high chance that I think we trade down to like 33s. Yeah.
money
'Cause-
printer comes back on at that point.
yeah, it kind of depends where we close the monthly, but I think it's probably a good idea to think if we close into these wicks and below this order block, we'll probably come back down and start heading down for here. And I'm not like, of course you're gonna have noise on the way down, but like closing below this is just not a good look. There's no
Ronnie
reason.
says 3580 sweep low and then moon.
80. Yeah, so that's kind of like my theory is, along those lines. Is that into the end of the month? Let me go a bit higher time frame. Um, into the end of the month, what we'll end up doing is trading down and taking out these lows. Um, so it's probably going to be something like this. And then, you're in October, like somewhere around the lows.
Yeah.
Um, probably trap some people down here. And then this is whenever we're probably going to see like some significant relief into testing like some levels up here.
And depending on when this like sweep of the lows, depending on how quickly this happens, like the VIX is gonna go nuts.
Yeah, and that also like see how like it's kind of we're building a story now.
Mm-hmm.
So the VIX is compressing, like we just went over this chat. So, it might come down a little bit and then it might keep grinding, doing this grind up because it has a tendency to do this. Except this time, this bleed off doesn't happen. We just compress and then this is the breakout. This is the dump on ES. And then when it gets bought back up, we're right back down. So everything's kind of aligning here, which makes sense because, shit's correlated. So it's just kind of my idea on coming into the end of September. Um, I'm still like that's an idea, right? Like that's something in the back of my mind. I'm still going to buy or get long on clean invalidations. I'm not gonna like just not long and then miss a really good setup that ends up being the pump that I'm anticipating that's going to happen. I'm not going to just miss out on the opportunity, but I'm keeping in mind that I think there's some type of story being built here where into the end of September, with it historically always being red, we need to run these lows because there's no way you come down here and don't run these lows. And then, you know, if we look
Mm-hmm.
at some type of divs, um, you know, I don't know where we would be, but we could look for like more high time frame bullish divs. I guess you wouldn't have it there. Yeah, maybe like a 3 day bullish div if you end up running it, or like a weekly. And then whenever you start getting down here and getting these bullish divs on higher time frames and leaving large wicks to the downside, that's whenever I think you get your upside relief. So just a couple things I'm looking for.
I mean, yeah, if we do get like a pretty clear signal like of a bounce where you have your circle, that could potentially be just like an absolutely amazing entry for like a potentially month long hold on ES.
Get your call options ready, boys.
Actually, yeah, seriously,
Yeah,
good
but
point.
see, like lower time frame, um, like already, like this is gonna. I mean, this 15-minute buyback was fine, but it just looks really weak, right?
Hmm.
Like this should have had some momentum to carry us to the upside. We gapped down on open, we bought back pretty strong, and it's just been a consistent sell off. And something I also pointed out is like looking at the 50 EMA for like what is this, back since September 22nd. We've had no solid closes above this. It's literally just been sold off to every single time. Like this is so fucking weak. Like there's just no bulls out there because if bulls wanted to push price, it's really easy. You just break above this EMA and you consolidate a bit, show any type of bullish market structure above this EMA, you're gonna run all of these stops. I mean, yeah, it's not that big of a move, but you're talking like 3 or 4% move to the upside on ES. Um, just by I
Not to
think,
sorry, not to interrupt, but somebody said that the pound USD just got halted, like trade halt.
oh
I don't know if
really?
you have that ticker.
What is it?
GBP USD.
GB.
GBP, yeah. USD. Yo!
Jesus
Is this the
Christ.
15-minute chart?
Oh my God, bro. Holy shit.
Ooh.
4%. Dookie dookie. Oh my God, dude. Holy shit. It ran this low. What? 1985 lows. We made history today.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
I mean, this is a pretty good entry, right?
1985 lows. What the fuck?
It's time to get long, boys.
That's actually hysterical.
Once in a generation entry.
Dude,
Somebody says to pull up the euro. Where's
what's it?
float?
EUR USD, is that what it is?
Yeah, that'll do. I mean, it's not nearly as bad, but it looks like it has a lot more room to go.
Oh, look at this. So, I think this was, yeah, so a fake broke out of the downtrend, didn't actually even run stops. It
Mm,
just fucking dumped.
just nuked.
Let me see what like lower time frame looks. Oh my God, the buyback was pretty strong
Strong
though.
buyback.
Yeah.
What's the pound looking like right now on super low time frame?
2.2 kilograms.
Is that like a chemistry joke?
Well, 2.2 kilograms. Or 2.2 pounds a kilogram.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Where is this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just trying to. I'm pulling it up on my.
Oh, like lower time frame.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's being bought up pretty quickly, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could set some alerts here. I think if it gets back to like 1.08, it's
Hmm.
probably some trap sellers down here. So I can set alerts. But yeah, this is like such a big leg down. This is
So you said
fucking
1980 what? 1985?
is July of 85, March of 85.
I mean, I'm not really a forex trader myself, but it's a long time for a new low. Could actually be a pretty damn good entry. I just don't know enough about forex to be
Like an
honest.
investment. I mean, but it's probably a pretty shoddy investment.
Well, I
You're
mean,
not even like your chances of being up 2x are gonna take you fucking decades.
well, not on like 500x leverage.
True. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I think the worry here though would be though. I don't want to put. What if there's just a large like blow off top on Dixie where it does just go to 120 run stops? Like you know what it's probably gonna do to this.
Oh, I mean,
I mean, you're talking zero, not 90 fucking pound to the dollar.
time to go to England because visiting there is going to be like 50% off.
Actually,
Jesus.
yes, I think this is fucking wild. It's kind of cool though. Like we get to see this shit happen live.
Yeah.
We can save the pound with enough leverage. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's more. I'm curious, like what the liquidity is in the pound. I guess it would just be circulating supply, right?
Well, depends what exchange you're trading on.
Sure, I'm talking index now,
Like
like indexed.
getting getting your cash exchanged at like a in-person broker
No, to like
or trading
actually
like a forex move.
move.
Oh, to move like the
Like
price of
yeah, that's what I'm
currencies?
saying.
I I have no clue, but it's got to be more money than we can imagine. I mean, didn't what's his name like do pull off like the world's greatest trade by shorting the pound in like the 90s?
Who
Dude
is it?
made like multiple billions of
No
dollars.
shot. Really?
Yeah, it's like one of the largest I think P&L trades ever recorded,
Holy shit. In the
shorting the pound.
90s?
Something like that.
What a
I'm sure chat would
fucking
know.
Chad, bro.
Yeah.
God damn. Soros?
Yeah. Yeah, it was Soros.
Oh, dude, that guy is a Chad though.
I want to see. I'm trying to pull it up like what year it happened.
92.
92. Yeah.
That guy's also a
So
cunt though.
so he shorted his position was 10 billion short of the pound and this is 1992, right? So like that's a fuck ton of money for 1992. And he earned a profit of a billion. The Britain, like the country or the Commonwealth, is Britain the Commonwealth? I would say England is the country. Anyways, we can say that Britain lost 3.3 billion.
Holy shit. He actually
He
fucking
almost
3D chessed a country.
he almost liquidated a country. He ran the stops of a whole ass country.
That's fucking hilarious. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
yes, slow looks pretty weak. Balance like already removed. This is just, but I mean, I guess it's really tough because bottoms do form like this, right? Like most bottoms in general, they kind of have like that rolling over and then you get the squeeze. But it's same as calling the top on Dixie, like calling bottoms on these risk on assets is so unbelievably tough. I mean, it's fucking roulette.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I don't think many people are trying to knife catch this. Like once we break the low.
Yeah, I mean it is similar to and this is what I mean by like the rolling over nature of lows. It's like the same shit that you saw here, right? Like you know how we're like rolling over and then you have the squeeze.
Yep.
It's the kind of the same idea. You kind of didn't roll over a bit, but you're like selling off into the lows and you squeeze. It's a similar concept. Um, but yeah, those are usually how like the larger bottoms form. But you know, in a bear market, you just assume that it keeps rolling over. All right, let's check out. Yeah, so to wrap up ES, again, we're gonna use the VIX to help us time the low to get possibly get some like swing longs after a low forms. I don't know if it's going to be like a huge wick. Like I feel like it might be one of those things that it takes like a bit to trap and then they send it.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean it's tricky. I don't know, like I feel there is going to be like a decent amount of confluence. I think once we get like a pretty significant or, decent entry long on ES, um, with, VIX and with Dixie. Like I feel like all three of those need to align really well before I would feel confident, but um I'm sure you have some other ideas.
I mean, I think after these lows are ran and then you get back above like 3,700, um, probably a good chance the lows in for like the time being, and then you could have some type of squeeze. But again, this is still like as tough it is as it is to fathom. This is still just fucking range bound plays. Like, that's all this is. And then this is your range right here.
Are you going to extend the lower trend line?
If it's needed.
What you're hoping that it's not needed?
Yeah.
Is that some fucking copium right
I know
there?
it's a lot of coke, bro. Guys,
Okay.
this is just a
Just
major bull flag.
yeah.
Major, see, it's just one big bull flag.
I mean, could be. Could be.
Like you're getting down to the point of invalidation, like real fucking soon. You're really deep
I mean,
in.
if you yeah, depending on like where you're like, nah, guys, this is just a high time frame bull flag. Um, if you have any money left for your position, you won't for much longer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, dude, where could this? I mean, if it did just dump straight down,
I don't know.
30,
Maybe that's what we need. Maybe we do need just like
a
another COVID
flush,
crash, just like an absolute monstrous day.
and then money printer goes on.
Yeah, I mean, just the more intense of a flush, the better, because somebody's got to be sitting on some money somewhere.
Yeah, they have to be right,
I
right.
hope so.
The
Yeah,
spy is going a lot lower, probably, but I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to fucking predict all this high time frame shit. I'm gonna stick to like range bound, level to level playing, mostly intraday and intra-week plays.
yep.
Um,
That's
yeah,
what
so
works for you. Just stick to it, right?
yeah, same story here. Like the very lows holding around the two previous lows. So, dude, this looks the H12
Ugh. Just,
absolutely zero relief.
just who is? No one's buying.
I don't even know how they have anything left to sell.
Oh, there is infinite selling possible.
People are just finding fucking ES in their pockets or some shit.
Just Oh, a few shares of the
Yeah,
couch
well,
cushions. Well, I mean, yeah, like the futures, like yeah, there's.
dude, spot CBD on Bitcoin is just down only. It's so bearish.
Oh, you gotta pull it up on not on Trading View, but on what's it called?
Agger?
No, not well. I don't know if Agger has it right, but damn it, what's the stupid site that I? Yeah, Coinalyze. Yeah, so Coinalyze I think actually has far more accurate.
Can you link
Um,
that for me?
what Coinalyze?
Well, like because I know they have different like options and whatnot.
Yeah, so I mean, you can look at spot CVD with Coinalyze and leave linear and inverse CVD for perps.
Coinalyze. We use this.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you don't trade off CVD or OI, then I don't know if it's worth looking at.
You have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, okay.
It's too late for you to learn.
It's just negative EV at this point. All right, so
uh,
Bitcoin high time frame, like two areas of interest for me. Um, yeah, so these two levels I think are really my areas of interest. So like 29K and then like 13K.
whew. Yeah, what is it? Is it GCR that was or gigantic rebirth that's like waiting for 11K? I think is what he says on Twitter.
Oh, did he actually say that?
I think so.
11K is going to come then. Guy is actually God.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous with his calls.
Um, but yeah, I mean, hopping in a bit lower time frame. I mean, those really are the two. There's just not a whole lot to look at on Bitcoin. I mean, we have 19K. I mean, 29K is going to be the undersided retest. It's going to blow out so many stops. People are going to start fading after it breaks above 25, and like this play will eventually happen. It's
Hmm.
just a matter of a matter of when. And then 13K is
Yeah, I mean, it could take years.
what? 13K is just retesting the top of the June 2019. And
Hmm.
it's actually pretty nice because you have this top here and then it's kind of the top before the pullback of the leg up. So like ideally you have the point of breakout hold first.
Yeah.
I mean sub 10K I think crypto is in a really bad spot. Like for its
Yeah.
longevity, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I mean, if we get like some sort of like COVID style nuke in legacy markets, then um, I really don't see how we wouldn't, you know, 9K definitely on the table.
Yeah, so I think I mean if there's some major issues then I actually think because it's a big psychological level, you know.
Yeah.
I think sub 10K is things are looking bleak. I
I guess it
might need to be a
could
forex
depend. Like,
trader.
yeah, yeah. Just, I'm done with this shit. Trading bonds.
I mean, and also to be fair, we do have some. Looks like we have this stop to run 15
Is
9.
is that on every exchange though, or is that just a Bitstamp thing?
It's on Bybit. It's on all exchanges.
Yeah. Well, that's not a bad level.
Yeah, so maybe like for some relief before the ultimate nuke,
Run that.
because I don't know. I don't know if we're just gonna do this
No, I don't think so either. I mean,
because we're in a bleed off like very much bleed off type market. We no longer see like massive nukes like this type of shit, like huge capitulations.
yeah, those were huge wipes in OI and like just like monstrous amounts of liquidations, which we haven't been seeing.
It's mostly just distributing on retailer. But yeah, I think if we were to come down, and like I said, we ultimately do, in my opinion, come back up here before like a very, very low price.
So, chat, definitely get bullish at 30K.
No, I mean, because
Back, boys.
it's gonna happen, and like from a logical perspective, right? Um, like where's the high? This is not a high to me.
No.
Like we haven't had a high form in 60+%. Now, like disregard everything because anytime you say like higher prices in like a bear market or say some ridiculous thing, people, oh, there's no way. But I mean, just from like a market structure perspective, like
Max Payne.
why does that would just seem so unbelievably logical? Like that just seems illogical.
Take your screenshots now.
Or does this look logical? I mean, I guess it could, but it just like doesn't. It's just generally not how markets work.
Yeah, I mean,
So, getting into like
market
low.
reviews are going to be a lot more fun when like trade conditions are not just like death. Have we had like a single all right, I would say we've had a couple good weeks after a market review, but in general, it's just been bad.
Dude, I mean, I even tweeted like these conditions suck. I'm still technically profitable, right? Like I'm up pretty good on the account, but it is psychologically getting to me. Like I'm not immune to this shit tiring me down and wearing me down. Like I'm fucking sick and tired of playing within the same goddamn 5% range. Like this price action is so unbelievably death. It's so bad. Like it's just you fucking chop 1 or 2% candle, chop 1 or 2% candle, chop. I guess this was a pretty big move.
Yeah, that was like 10% or
10% or
something.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, 10%, yeah.
All right, more chop, more chop, more chop. Oh,
It was a
retrace entire
clean
move, chop, more chop. Oh, move down, chop, 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 chop. Like, I'm so over this fucking PA. It's tiring.
yeah, it's not fun. Definitely
So
not fun.
let me
I mean,
actually
there's
look.
other markets out there, that's for damn sure.
Nothing like. I mean, even with crypto being like this shit ass price action, I still think it has more volatility than any other market.
And the ease of leverage.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ease of leverage,
It's
definitely.
the volatility, ease of leverage, decent liquidity. Um, it is pretty hard to beat for a number of reasons.
Yeah, so kind of like lower time frame thoughts. We outlined the two major levels we're looking at, 29K and then that 13K, and like kind of in between, it's really going to be noise. Um, so this is the fucking retail meme lines never work out. Obviously, how you play them because literally everyone sees them. So we had like a breakdown here, and I think it's going to be a fake break. Just because we're we didn't see any like downward continuation on the puke. So if you look back at these previous dumps, um, like look at these legs down, and then you have a continuous leg down. I mean, this one was FOMC, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you look back at any of these, there's always major follow through. So there's no real buyers present, and it looks like we're catching some type of bid right now on a lower time frame. So I wouldn't blindly short this for sure. I did bring up on the 15 minute 200 EMA. We've been trading under it like basically since we dumped and just chopping around it. Then the 200 on the hourly, we've been rejecting since we dumped.
But
So
every time we reject off it, it gets weaker.
so in my opinion, since we broke down from this pennant, we ran this stop. These like triple lows held here.
Yeah, it's clean.
We're getting some type of buying. I really think at a minimum, as long as it's all under the stipulation that ES doesn't puke, these are all stops to be ran.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the next, like, I would say like 18 minutes, depending on how Dixie closes, like, it might get a full bearish engulfing to the downside.
Yeah, that's what
It
I mean.
starts
Like it
getting
felt
bought
like
up
a
quick.
blow off top. Like we've been saying
Yeah, I
that
mean,
for
you
a
can.
while now, and if you're wrong 100 times, you're gonna be right at once. But like actually,
That's
like
all it
that
takes.
that was like a significant blow off top, and with that 1985 low being ran, that's actually fucking bizarre to me. It might be a good opportunity for some risk on assets to get relief.
Yeah, it's like 37-year low.
That's it. So
Bull market's back, boys. Let's go.
yeah, like low frame setups. This is currently what I'm in. It was the one where like they didn't get me by a fucking hair.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that tweet.
Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm targeting. T1's like 20K because essentially it would take out this stop and then it would kind of reject around here. And then T2 would be taking out these stops. And T3 is basically coming into this order block here. We have one little order block on the way down, and basically we would wick above it and then reject off. But that's really all I'm looking for upside relief. And then kind of like a higher time frame downtrend that you can put on your charts. I'm sure you guys already have it too. Is this one right here. So it started back all-time highs. We rejected back at 47K. And
Yeah,
you
that line
know
is ridiculous.
we haven't quite made. I mean, you could argue maybe this was it, but I would say if that ends up getting cracked,
Ooh.
I think that might be the run to 29K. So that's going to kind of be my trigger to look for longs. It's
You
nothing.
should
Not.
change the color of that one to like I don't know.
I'll just add an alert.
All right, well, that works too.
So yeah, I think like not going to be a fancy setup. Like I just think once this macro downtrend breaks, you're going to have, 'cause let's say, it breaks out here, then you're going to have this stop to run, this one, and then basically it's, this is a lot of air.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just my 2 cents. I think that's going to be the trigger for the upside, and I'll obviously be tweeting it out and
Oh, and
posting
tons and
setups.
tons of short liquidations on the way up.
Yep,
That
significant
that's
amount.
in my mind. If we are to get back up like above 24, 25, the momentum to keep us going is going to come from short liquidations, in my opinion.
You don't understand how many people are one going to try and defend this,
Oh yeah.
and then two, once it breaks, everyone thinks it's just going to be a like a liquidity grab into the nuke. Like
Mm.
everyone's going to be saying it. But yeah, that's kind of like what I'm looking for those higher time frames, and then higher
So
time frame
long the
levels.
long the 25K breakout.
Yeah, honestly, it's probably gonna be a nice setup when the day comes, but it's also like really, really simple, straightforward. Like just a line here, okay? Like And then if you hop over to, what is this? The H12. Or I think it was the daily I was looking at. Yeah, it was the daily. So look at this. Like, this is really tough for me to actually comprehend. And that sounds stupid, but you know,
Invert the chart.
no, just looking at this structure here. Like, just look at this. So you have wicks here. You know, it's holding. You have they closed it above. Then you have one close below. It deviated. This is like a very aggressive buyback. Very aggressive buyback. Then you just kind of have now a bleed off, and now you're kind of flattening out.
So what are you expecting?
Up or down?
Any? No, no, no. Like, are you expecting like another strong buyback below the line?
So that's the thing. Like, generally speaking, what I think is whenever price comes down and then it starts trading back up, it usually fills this in. And I feel like that's kind of what it did on this daily candle here. So I think what these 3 daily candles have done is come back down and fill out the buyback on that candle. So I think if anything, this I think it looks good. Because like you're buying up so much from the lows and you're just kind of compressing into it. Now, I guess the flip side would be I'm completely on board that if this breaks, it's fucking toast. It's going to 15 like right away. Like this is
Instantly.
there's a lot of demand here. Like this is being protected because there's absolutely we've mentioned that we're not short sellers. Like there are plenty of sellers in the market. And every fucking time we've come down into these levels here, it's been asshole clinch fucking buying, just praying that it doesn't fucking nuke. And like, I mean, it hasn't yet, right? So like, logic would say that you just keep buying until it does. And as long as your
Right.
risk management's, I guess,
Long
anyway
for long.
adequate, you're probably going to be fine. But yeah, I think if this was a deviation, then we're retesting the deviation. I think it's a really good chance that we could just fucking blow out of here. But yeah, and then that's what I mean. This one's really tough because it is that kind of bottoming type pattern. But to play devil's advocate, we're also just getting compressed into the lows that if it does drive down, it's just gonna fucking leave this range behind. So I don't know. That's what I mean by it's really tough for me to actually like call a direction on the daily. It does look a bit flat bottomed, but so did like 30K and so did 40K, I mean, market conditions were a lot different, but I mean, people thought that this was going to fucking nuke all the way down to 0. And then everyone thought this was going to come back down to here. Like lows are always the same thing. So I don't know. This is definitely being defended. Someone is purchasing, everything below this line quite aggressively.
It's Sailor. Sailor is rescuing us.
So I don't know, chat. What is chat? I haven't actually even looked at chat. What's chat's thoughts?
Now's your time, chat.
Monthly imbalance from 17K to 14K. Lots of air below these lows. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if the low is lost, it's gonna fucking it's gone.
And that one little wick, right? What did we say? 16K?
Yeah, 15.9 or something. But even then, like, that's gonna take a while for a low to form, in my opinion. I don't think highly doubt it's gonna do this. Like, it's just in the current conditions, there's no way. If anything, like this should have built a lot of liquidity to the upside at these two levels. Like there's very clear stops to the upside. The downside, I mean, it's just, kind of picking numbers. And we have ideas of where it's going to, bounce, but 15K and 13K is a pretty big range.
Yep.
Whereas here, it's like you have very clear and defined stops. All right, this is like recent price action. What does recent price action tell us? Well, it tells us that, we've been compressing. No stops have been ran yet. All of these are untested stops. So that's kind of just like my thoughts that using like really, really old levels is like good on higher time frames, but it's not, there's nothing like using like a fresh level, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be much more accurate on where liquidity is sitting. So I don't know. I'm gonna stick out this long. Um, I still think there's a possibility this is kind of a triple tap, and I think we could drive out. Um, but who fucking knows? I'm just playing like it's very defined for me too. Like I think if this low doesn't hold, I think these are 100% ran. Like
Yeah.
that.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't already run those, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. So that CME open was unbelievably strong, like this buyback here.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like my thoughts would be, bulls would want to show intention. I mean, there was actually a lot of absorption down here. Like I was watching it and perps were just piling in. And we really didn't like no one's punished yet, right? It's
Right.
only like a 150 point move, 100-point move. So there's if bulls want to squeeze, like there is 100% plenty of trap people that sold here, and there's plenty of defined stops. So I'm just kind of taking like the easiest trade. Because like to the downside, I'd just be like, all right, I'm gonna chill short until price is lower, which probably would work. I mean, it would
Mm.
work the past 3 months. I feel like June low gets taken and we get a 1 to 1 1.52K wick, then gets filled over the ensuing days and swept. Another deepish wick, possibly tagging sub 15K, and we crab 2 to 3 weeks until all hope is lost, pumping to mid 25s in a few days. Screenshot the comment. I'm screenshotting the
Screenshot it
comment. I actually am.
and tweet it, and then you can copy paste it into TradingView. No refunds.
Can I just do that? I was gonna
Oh,
do them.
actually, I haven't tried that in a while. I think you can, yeah. Post any picture or paste any picture. I think so. Yeah. Or yeah, I mean, you could literally just copy the text. You could do that. That's probably easier.
All right, I'll do it after the review. But yeah, I like. I don't know, let's see what happens. If these lows are lost, fucking done. I think it's gonna puke. But until I get stopped, up only. I'm bullish.
Hola.
Um, let's see. Any other questions or comments from chat? I'm sorry, I've been thinking about charts a lot, neglecting chat.
You got your thinking cap on.
I really do.
Did we look at gold? Did we want to look at gold? We want to
We
look at
we can. I mean, we just got done looking at the digital gold.
yeah, but everybody knows that's a scam compared to the real gold. Honestly, it looks
Oh,
like
dude,
complete shit.
dude, it lost the range.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
I think it did
Christ.
a little backside retest as well.
Buyback or rip, bro.
Whew. Don't worry, guys. Gold is a good hedge against inflation.
Dude, we called that. I just saw that. Why is that a weird color?
What?
Oh, it's like the yellow over top of that, like magenta, changes it to like a cream. Interesting.
Hmm.
Also long from 18.7. Target has been more conservative. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, realistically, oh yeah, gold's fucked. This looks unbelievably bad. I mean, it's gonna come down to like 1600.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flawless. I mean, like realistic. Like I would love to hit these targets, but I think like realistically, this stop might not even get ran. And we might just kind of top out at like 19.5, 19.6. It'd be really sad, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, dude, that's what I was saying. Like Skrelly is such a fucking
19.5.
Chad, dude. He doesn't give a fuck. This guy streams like 20 hours a day to like 20 people playing a shit video game and then alt tabbing, filling in like three Excel cells from like some pharma fucking report, and then he just alt tabs back to the game.
He's living the good
I
life.
actually
Is
asked
he is
him.
he on parole? Like
Yeah, he's in like a house for like
he's in a halfway house?
yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So I hopped in a stream and like my first message was like, bro, you've been at that same account balance for like 3 months now. And he's like, well, I'm up 1.3%. And in these market conditions, I think that's really good by anyone's
Yeah, I mean he
standards.
doesn't trade leverage, right? He's just like flipping stocks.
Bro, 1.3%? What the fuck? How's that good? Anyone like that's so shit. How did he even make a lot of money?
Uh during like the bull market, I guess.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean,
on interactive brokers, he's like trading like pharma coin stocks or some shit.
yeah. Yeah, I mean he doesn't trade options. Like he literally just trades like just stocks, right? No
Just stonks.
leverage.
Yeah.
Just oh god, swing trading like pharma stocks.
Yeah. Actually sounds like death. He's really quick on
Oh,
Excel though. I was like watching him. He like doesn't use his mouse. He only uses the fucking keyboard. Shit is
mm,
crazy.
it's like a real equities trader
Yeah,
on the
only if
Bloomberg terminal.
he was as skilled at Excel as he was making money. Am I right?
Yeah, or staying out of prison.
Yeah. Boom. Got
Got
him,
him.
dude.
Yeah,
Fucking wrecked.
we're calling out the big boys on this stream.
Big boys. 26 viewers.
Yo, somebody get Shakreli in here.
Dude, I would love
Let's.
to get him on stream.
Oh, I don't think he would.
He absolutely would not. He'd like ask for money.
I think we have a better chance of getting Keith. I mean, we'd have to pay that guy too, but it would only be like $50.
Dude, I refuse to give that guy money. There's no
Well, I mean,
shot.
what? Because he's just gonna spend it on drugs.
No, just because I couldn't imagine giving a homeless person money.
I mean, depending on the market, we might be homeless pretty soon. So,
Very true.
watch your tongue.
Uh, Without a home. All
Homeless.
right, ETH.
Keith.
I actually got stopped out on this one, which is kind of makes me sad. But it makes me really sad because my entry was here,
Mm.
and it was a pretty good entry. And then I was just out today and I didn't bother looking. It wasn't even up a lot, but you know, all those tight stops and shit. But again, like same, this is kind of the same idea from Bitcoin, but because ETH BTC like did run pretty, it started to run kind of hard, but it was just getting shit on by another downtrend. Look at this. Shit sucks.
Jesus. Yeah, that looks great fun. Like great fun to trade.
Honestly, though, I feel like
Could be worse.
it could come up to like these levels.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what. I mean, if Dixie really does like lose these levels and start like a legit downtrend,
I kind of want to check it
then
out
we.
one more time. I know we've been all over the place, but this is some crazy shit.
I mean, there's like a shitload of support though.
Nuh-uh. No, there's not, dude. Fuck. Fuck. There's so much support on the way down. This has been like, it's an up only move, but low time frame. It looks so efficient.
Yeah, it's clean. Clean.
Like they tested and retested so many fucking levels. There's order blocks everywhere.
It's going to 0. Don't worry.
I mean, so far, pretty decent rejection. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a. As far as I know, that is a pretty bearish pattern, at least on the hourly.
See what chat has to say.
Yeah, I'm surprised chat hasn't told me the name of that pattern. I know
I
it has one of those funny names.
imagine 1 to 2 years of BTC dancing to the Dixie distributing. That's what we're saying, dude. That motherfucker comes up here. It's gonna take a while to bounce around. Oh, Cock Skywalker says 6K.
6K. All right.
6K BTC. All right, well, those bids will never be filled. I'm pretty confident in saying that.
I sure hope they don't get filled.
They get filled. I actually think I mentioned like 10K would be a problem. Like if we really though, if we get to start getting to those like 4-digit numbers, I actually think that like the longevity of crypto is dampened significantly.
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
By the end of November, what you just
You know,
expect the world economy to just fucking explode?
all right, I found the name of the pattern finally. It's called a tweezer top.
Dude, how did I not know that?
God, how could you
Wow.
forget the tweezer
Dude,
top? Of
jeez,
course,
man. Yeah, silly me.
tweezer top.
Oh, silly me.
And like it was so easy to find because it's such a well-known pattern.
World economy explodes. You must make a pledge to yourself to hold your semen. Do not release into the void of the
What?
toilet.
What?
All right,
All
Zeb.
right. Good to know. Moving on.
I actually
Wallace
remember
says that
you
he knows about
learned
tweezer tops.
Wallace learned tweezer top. Holy shit.
So it's a real thing.
Yeah, the internet says it.
Dixie is going straight down, boys.
All right, fucking 29K.
Let's go.
Go 29K, dude.
Rank the leverage.
Man, this would be dirty. This is such an easy stop run. All right, does chat have any particular coins?
I think we had a few requests for XRP. Maybe one to be somebody might have said Atom. Um,
Atom.
you know,
Atom. Let me see.
some DeFi stuff is looking pretty decent. ETH work. Maybe ETH work.
Let me adjust this just a bit. I think we might be breaking out on Atom a bit. It's tough to say.
I think
but I think our run for 17 looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you, boys. Ain't gonna lie to you. Our run for 17 looks pretty damn good.
yeah, what do we definitely need to take out those highs?
XRP.
Hmm.
This is about to fucking pop, boys.
Well, at least you know that like if you start getting some closes below the trend line, then you can just probably safely short that. But
Oh, this?
yeah, I mean, closes below the trend line and closes
Oh,
above the trend
yeah.
line. Like you can like that's a breakout trade just looking at it for 2 seconds.
Yeah, Trex, I like nailed an Atom trade and I ended up TPing way too early and watch it run like really, really, really hard right after I closed. And then I tried to like trade it after that, and I think it's like one of those. I think this happens to me at least. Like, if I'm in a position on like an altcoin, I TP too early or I'm like way off sides, and then I try and play that altcoin again. Like, there's some type of psychology where I just am really, really shit at trading that specific altcoin. And I really do believe that like familiarizing yourself with the price action and like how certain altcoins move is super important to trading altcoins, because they definitely don't move just like BTC or ETH. So yeah, Adam's been fucking rough for me too. I haven't I TP'd too early, then I tried to trade a couple more times and I'm fucking losing money. Um, I think I'm really bullish on XRP, to be honest. I think it might come up into like, you know, like 70s and 80s. I caught a lot of like this move on the way up. Um,
Do you still have an XRP position open?
no, no, I'm out. But yeah, I traded the fuck out of this and caught a lot of the upside. So I'm just kind of chilling. I do think higher. I think it's a really, really, really good chance it's about to fucking rip to like 70 plus cents. Um, but I'm kind of like, once I make a lot of money in an altcoin, what I always end up doing is like greed gets the best of me, and I just try and trade it more, and I end up giving all back the profits. So like, I'm at the point now where like I kind of know myself that after I make a lot on an altcoin, it's good for me to just like not trade that altcoin again for a period of time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can definitely understand that. I have suffered from the same thing before. Anytime I have like run ups on a particular altcoin, um, like that usually just like coincides with like late late traders coming in because it has like a trend, a very noticeable trend. It's getting more like traction on social media, and like oftentimes it just lines up really nicely with um, you know, late
What?
longers or late
Yeah,
shorts.
exactly. What I would be worried about though is like one of these.
Oh yeah.
Like the market could pump and then like rotations could happen and this could just sell off. And what the setup being reminded of is basically this one right here.
Mm.
Like I feel like something like this could possibly happen. So I'd just be a
That
bit
is,
careful.
yeah. That's weird to like think about. You're pulling like kind of a fractal from something that's completely unrelated, but I can definitely see it now that you mention it.
Yeah, and it would make a lot of sense because if you time some of these pullbacks, I mean, if we go to like lower time frames, and if you time some of these pullbacks here, Bitcoin was actually moving up because I was, like I said, I was trading here, but uh, where I traded was I longed here and then TP'd somewhere like 53, 54,
Mm.
and then we actually fucking, like, whenever I say bottom ticked, like we literally bought the fucking wick here. And then I ended up TPing like right here though. So I missed this move, which was annoying, but I'm done with XRP for a while. But yeah, because
No
some of these
problem.
down moves, like I said, like this shit was happening while Bitcoin was kind of moving to the upside within the range. So just be careful on like, if this shit's overextended and then Bitcoin starts taking off, don't expect this just to keep running because it's running. But I also wouldn't short this. I think shorting it's probably dumb. I mean, I guess you could if you really, really wanted to short it and you really wanted to set up. Literally, just wait for the breakdown to happen. And then once it like deviates above that, and then just kind of target here and look for a bounce around here, like a bearish retest or something. But yeah, it's kind of setup I'd be looking for if you really, really wanted to short XRP. Although I personally would not short a bullish altcoin in a bear market.
Yeah. Yeah, that's generally a good way for me to lose money.
Let's see. Short is probably every rep. Yeah, that's what I mean, Trex. Like that's kind of like what I was alluding to whenever I was talking about like trading some of these fucking altcoins, is that I will like make a lot of money on the way up, and then I'm like, well, fuck, I'm gonna long here, and then the size, like it's probably a sizing issue too, right? Like it's also a sizing issue. But then you long here, and then it's like, fuck, give back like 90% of what you made on the way up. You're like, God damn it.
Yeah. The greed.
It is, motherfucker. Any other coins? I'm in a giving mood today looking at some altcoins, but to be fair, I guess I have been trading this, so.
Dude, I'm long football coin, unironically.
Are you actually?
Like not anything, not any size. I think it's like literally like a dust account, I think has some on there. But, World Cup.
Oh, is that sports?
Yeah, football.
No, I don't do sports. Give SNX some Loverino.
Yeah, DeFi is looking like a little bit decent. Some of the DeFi shit coins.
Jesus Christ. W formation. I mean, I guess if you really want, this looks. I'm not even gonna do a set. This is so fucking ugly. This is so bad, bro. Just don't trade this. Just don't trade that, man. Just do yourself a fucking favor.
Oh.
Let's see if there's any.
What about Link? I thought Link was doing pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, we'll check out Link. I'm just looking for. Is there no CME gaps to fill like locally?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's because we've been fucking chopping around so goddamn much. Of course, there's not. Fucking A.
Oh.
Right, Link. Yeah. I'm a Marine, bro. Like,
Yeah, you're Link Marine, a Link believer.
dude, this is screaming $15.
I mean, it does have like stronger lows than a lot of other
This looks
coins.
so fucking good. Every time it just like it reminds me of the VIX. It's ready to fucking pop.
Yeah, there's a lot of interested buyers at that price point.
650. This is actually one spot coin that I bought at like $7, $8. Like back here. Not kidding. It was the only thing that I actually purchased in spot. And it is, I just looked at it like the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It is like like I don't know why I ever purchased that much. Like it's just a dumb amount. So now I like low key like don't look at the chart, because if it's down bad, I'm gonna be like fuck.
Dude, you got the Link Marine stuff. You just got to use all the hashtags in your tweets, and you can like get a following from all the Link cult people.
Yeah, so like this is kind of what I mean. For Bitcoin. So you see how like it kind of put in the low. And now
Mm-hmm.
it's just like these really clean stops. Like this would be like the 25K, this is like 22K, and then this is like that FOMC wick. Like it's just a very typical like lower high breakout and it just runs stops. But dude, this looks really fucking good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think $10 probably, obviously the first target, but
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see for it to break above 8 and hold above 8. It's got some room to go for sure.
BNB. All right,
Oh
last
yeah,
altcoin.
BNB.
Last altcoin. BNB. I mean, BNB BTC is fucking up only. She looks unbelievably good.
Yeah,
Um,
super strong. Short BTC, long BNB.
I mean, obviously on the daily, it's pretty clear that in an uptrend, it holds above the 50 EMA. So maybe your play would be to bid the 50 EMA if you were looking for like more of a swing trade. So you could time, this down on the 50 EMA. You can get over on the chart. I know it's a bit complicated. Get over on the chart. You could time the BNB BTC to like a really nice support level while BNB USD is there, and you get long, and then the beta is going to be huge. But yeah, I think this is going to break out nicely eventually. So I think once we get above like these highs here, that's when you're good for a long, and it's gonna take that and gap this up into this. But overall, chart looks fucking great. I mean, this is what you would want Bitcoin to look like, but it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
all right, chat. Any questions or discussions or so we long Areno, some stinkies, and S and CZ coin. You do what you would like, but I'm gonna stick with Bitcoin and Ethereum for the
What about
time being.
what about Solana? I feel like Solana's doing decent.
Yeah, it's holding like this 32 level. It's just been a huge area of interest the entire time. It reminds me
Yeah.
a bit of Link too, but I think Link's actually a little bit cleaner. Um, I think it could. I think it could like
It's a hell of a chart.
36, $37 is where I would look. I kind of look here. Uh, for upside relief. Downside, I mean, it's gonna be the same fucking story. You have these lows back here that if Bitcoin nukes, you're gonna run them. You could probably get in at 25 and look for mean reversion. So
Yep.
you use 200 EMA as support and resistance. Not really support and resistance.
It's more just like confluence, right?
Yeah, it's just kind of to gauge like where we're at in the market and kind of what's going on.
Yeah.
Get a little tickle in the balls.
Yeah, I mean like just because Bitcoin is trading right at the 200 doesn't mean like okay,
Instant long, bro.
like market's been bearish, so time to short. But
Yeah,
I think it is. I mean, I have it on my chart. I know not everyone likes them, but I like them.
yeah. I mean, people just gotta find whatever works for them. What might actually happen here though is like I could see on like the 15-minute or the 5-minute that we're gonna blow it off one more time to get our bearish div. It's definitely gonna happen. Well, not definitely, but I think it's probably gonna happen.
All right. Well, I think that probably wraps it up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, guys, appreciate you watching the stream, coming and hanging out. Be sure to follow Mistakes on Twitter. And the real Uncle Buck says, show Teal Street work screen.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what work screen is. Maybe just like what it looks like. Your setup layout. Anyways, yeah. Follow Mistakes on Twitter. If you don't have a Teal Street account,
Make
use his ref
one.
link. Yeah.
Be sure to make one.
Uh-huh.
Follow me.
Yep.
I tweet the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yeah, and he wins every single trade. He's never lost a single
100%
trade.
win rate.
101% win rate, if you can believe it.
Yep. All right, thanks guys.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll stream later this week. If you missed the fun weekend stream.
Oh yeah.
Miz versus TS Cap every day. You know it. All right, see you guys.
All right.